This is a Homelite 245, and man, I'm telling you what, this thing was filthy. I didn't bother getting this spick and span because that's just going to get oily again, but I cleaned everything else. And someone, it appeared they put bar oil in the gas tank. So if that's the reason why they got rid of it, because it wouldn't run, why, that'll do it every time. So it's just a matter of remembering. I tore this apart last night and trying to remember now the reverse order. Today is Tuesday before Christmas, whatever that turns out to be. So see how much farther. I'll be working on another Homelite. If I get one that was as dirty as this, I'll show you how bad it was. I would guess that this saw was never ever cleaned from being new. I don't know what era these come out of. I would guess 80s. There is aluminum and plastic, so it's like a transition era where they used to be all aluminum. So I would guess 80s. Pretty nasty though. It is back together. I put some gas in it, and I'm ready to see if it will fire up. Okay, I couldn't get it going, so I sprayed some starting fluid in the cylinder. And let's give it a shot again. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Alright, so it will run, it's just not pumping gas through. Well, I'm going to stop for now because I think I'm going to have to take the carburetor out and clean it. And that's not just a simple task in itself. The other thing is the throttle cable came out of the little holder down in there. And I might just as well order another throttle cable because that one, the wire, it actually has a cable like on any throttle cable. That's why I guess I called it a throttle cable. Excuse me. But it needs to be replaced because the wires are afraid it's going to break. So I don't have much. Oh, I was going to say I don't have much money into this. This was given to me, so I don't have anything in it. So I can justify buying a throttle cable. So that's all for now on this one. Every now and then, you have to admit defeat. And this is that saw. I tore this down, cleaned it real good. The carburetor is clean. I don't see anything wrong inside there. I put a new drive gear on it and a new throttle cable. It's just a short cable that goes in there, and it all works good. This button for the oiler, something isn't right with that. I may have something backwards, or I can't see where there'd be a clog. Well, I suppose there could. I cleaned out the gas tank and the oil tank. But the hoses, I don't think there was anything obstructing it. When I had them disconnected, I was pushing this, and it depressed and sprung back up easily. Now that everything is put back together, it don't. So I'm wondering if I've got a hose backwards somewhere. It just doesn't seem like it because I had gone over it a couple times. And when you dump a little gas down the carb, it fires immediately. But as soon as it burns that gas out, then that's it. It won't draw it from the tank. So I'm just going to sell it as is, and someone else can make a project out of it. So that is probably the only saw, no, maybe the second or third saw that I gave up on, because I just couldn't do anything with it. And too bad, it's a neat little saw. But somebody might be able to make something of it.